Tonight, Hollywood's golden boy Jacob Elordi stood on one of the grandest stages in the world, the Venice International Film Festival, and something happened that left both fans and critics speechless. It wasn't just a movie premiere. It wasn't just another red carpet moment. It was a career-defining event, a breathtaking triumph that ended in tears. Jacob Elordi, the young star we once knew from Euphoria, was brought to his knees by emotion after his latest film, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, received a standing ovation that lasted an astonishing 14 minutes. That's right, 14 whole minutes of non-stop applause, the kind of moment that legends are made of. But before we break down what happened inside that theater in Venice, let's take a step back. Because this wasn't just a random festival screening. This was Guillermo del Toro's long-awaited passion project, a film years in the making. With a budget of over $100 million and a story rooted in one of literature's most iconic works, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is not just a Gothic novel, it is a haunting, timeless tale of obsession, grief, creation, and destruction. And in Del Toro's hands, it becomes something else entirely, a darkly beautiful meditation on what it means to be human. Jacob Elordi steps into the role of the creature, and make no mistake, this is the role of a lifetime. We are not talking about the teenage heartthrob roles that launched him into fame. This is not The Kissing Booth, this is not even Euphoria, this is something far deeper. His performance demanded vulnerability, physical transformation, and emotional intensity. And standing across from him was Oscar Isaac, one of the greatest actors of his generation, portraying Victor Frankenstein, the man who plays God, the man who dares to create life, only to become destroyed by it. Now let's go back to that premiere night. The theater lights dim, the film plays for nearly 2.5 hours, the credits roll, and then, silence. And in that silence, something rare happens. Slowly, the applause begins. And it doesn't stop. 1 minute turns into 2, then 5, then 10. The audience rises to their feet, clapping furiously, cheering, shouting. And by the time the ovation reaches its 14th minute, Jacob Elordi can no longer hold back. Cameras capture him bowing his head, wiping away tears, and embracing Guillermo del Toro and Oscar Isaac. It wasn't just gratitude, it was catharsis, it was release. But the most emotional part? Another video clip posted by The Hollywood Reporter showed Jacob embracing his own family, his mother and sister, who were right there in the audience. Imagine that. To stand on a global stage, in a role that could define the next decade of your career, and to have your family there, witnessing the moment that makes you cry with pride and relief. Fans who watched the clip online said they felt chills, calling it the kind of raw, unfiltered moment that Hollywood rarely allows us to see anymore. And yet, this magical night comes just weeks after Jacob experienced heartbreak. Yes, while his career has never looked brighter, his personal life has taken a hit. Earlier this month, news broke that he and influencer Olivia Jade Giannulli had split after years of an on-and-off relationship that started back in 2021. For some, it's not hard to imagine that his tears at Venice weren't only about the film, but also about the emotional roller coaster of his life. Sometimes professional triumphs arrive just as personal struggles weigh heavy, and that duality may have made the moment even more overwhelming. Reactions poured in from fans, critics, and industry insiders alike. Variety noted that both Jacob and Oscar Isaac couldn't hold back their tears during the ovation. Entertainment Weekly called the moment career-defining. Fans online said Jacob had cemented himself as the next great actor of his generation. Breakup. One insider at the festival whispered that the last time they saw such overwhelming emotion from both cast and audience was during Brendan Fraser's The Whale, which later went on to bring Fraser an Academy Award. And here's where it gets interesting. Some are already comparing Jacob's Venice moment to Timothée Chalamet's Call Me By Your Name breakout at the very same festival years ago. That was the performance that made Chalamet a household name. Now, industry insiders believe this could be Jacob Elordi's equivalent, the moment where he shifts from rising star to bona fide Hollywood heavyweight. But let's not forget, Jacob Elordi's journey hasn't been an easy one. He has often spoken about struggling with fame after Euphoria skyrocketed him into the spotlight. He has been criticized, underestimated, and at times reduced to nothing more than his looks. And yet, in Venice, all of that melted away. The ovation, the tears, the embrace with his family. It was all proof that Jacob is no longer just a pretty face. He is an actor, a serious, committed, and now critically respected actor. So what does this mean for Jacob's future? Insiders suggest that award season buzz has already begun. Frankenstein is competing for the Golden Lion at Venice, and its October release positions it perfectly for Oscar season. If the early reviews are any indication, Jacob could very well be heading toward his first major nomination. And let's be honest, if he pulls it off, his career trajectory could explode in ways we can't even imagine. Meanwhile, Guillermo del Toro's reputation as one of the greatest visionary directors of our time has only been strengthened. Remember, this is the same man who gave us The Shape of Water, a film that won Best Picture at the Oscars. With Frankenstein, he has not only adapted one of the most beloved novels in history, but also managed to create a cinematic moment that may define 2025. Comparisons are already being made. Some are calling it this generation's Dracula. Others say it's Guillermo's darkest, most personal work yet. But one thing is certain, Jacob Elordi's tears will be remembered as the human heart of this premiere. And that's what makes this story so powerful. It's not just about a standing ovation. It's about a man at a crossroads, a young actor stepping into greatness even as his personal life faces turmoil.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.